become a waste man, like become a dirty boy. You know what I'm saying? Become a sex worker, bruv. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't be one of those types of people that you have to be a dog, not a puppy. A dog. You understand? I don't think you could lose that dog in you after just a season. You understand? Now, 1 month ago, I said that we don't have to worry about Jules Koundé. He's going to stay at the club. It's just one off season, and that will be fine. Now, just recently, we just heard that Barcelona is considering him not untouchable. No, I didn't. What? I just that. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to disagree with Barcelona on this one. I think we need to chill out and let this man play at least one more season, because let's be honest, it's too soon to just let him go like that. Especially after the season in the 24 and 25 season, fams. There's no effing way, dog, that we need to let this guy go just because we're overusing his body and stuff. Like, fams, give him a bit of rest. Let him chill out. Let him relax. Especially after the World Cup. Let us get his mind right or something. Like, you know what I'm saying, fam? Like, let him settle into the team, dog. Because selling him off like this, arguably the best right back in the 24-25 season, and then he has one off season, and we're just like, come on, man. World-class players have off seasons all the time, dog. But before we get into it, dog, if you guys want to join your boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, turn on notice. If you don't subscribe, you're a waste, man. But if you do subscribe, you're a great man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyways, listen, I don't like the fact that Barcelona is considering untouchable. In my personal opinion, I know a lot of people are like, okay, looking for offers, we could cash him out now, you know what I'm saying, sell him off, whatever. But like, wait a minute, hold on, Barca. Wait a minute, John Laporta Deco. I understand. But listen, let him play at least another season, bro. Come on. One off season after the incredible season that he had for the 24-25 season, like, come on, bro. I know it's a one off season. I understand that people are like, yo, we need to be consistent with Barcelona, whatever. Listen, it's one off season. Let him play more. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to kind of blame Messi and Ronaldo for this shit, man. Because Messi and Ronaldo, they were so consistent. They kept proving like, yo, if you already know. These men were absolutely unhuman, dog. They were not human. Okay, even Neymar too. He was very consistent as well. And I think a lot of us in the footballing world have gotten so desensitized to it. As soon as someone's not playing as well, he's a waste, man. He's dog water. He's booty cheeks, dog. You understand what he's, especially for a big club, because the big club is a lot of pressure. It's like, yo, you need to perform at a very high level. And they were playing, Messi and Ronaldo were playing at the biggest club at a high level for so many years and were very, very, very consistent. And if you have an off season, you're a waste, man. That's how people consider you, especially at these big clubs. And I think a lot of people got too desensitized to it. And with Koundé, they got too desensitized to his greatness. Because Koundé, from the time he came to Barcelona, he's been very, very helpful and one of the more consistent center backs and defenders for us. Like, well, center backs and fullbacks as well. Okay, I know he didn't want to play as a fullback before, but he became very consistent. I think his first year as a fullback, it wasn't the best when he played under Xavi. Okay, he had some great games, but he also had a lot of iffy games. But it was his second season at the 24-25 season where under Hansi Flick where he went crazy. And also too, his first season under Xavi, he was also crazy as well. He actually played very well and won us the league. I think we were one of the best defensive teams in the league. I think top 3 or top 1, or I don't remember. But we were also in that season too. I think it was a 21-20, was it a 21-22 season? Or I don't remember. It was one of the seasons that. But you get the point. The guy was very consistent for us, okay? And this was probably like the first season where we looked at Koundé, we're just like, ooh, this is not good, okay? And if you notice, a lot of times during the beginning of the season too, he kind of looked very down, looked pretty tired, looked really unmotivated. I think at one point, he even said that football felt like a job at one point. I think it was a quote or something like that. I don't remember when, but it was sometime, I think, early in the season or probably or maybe during the summer of last season or something like that. But he said something like that. So he clearly looks like he's kind of fatigued mentally, maybe, or whatever. I don't know how he's going to perform at the FIFA World Cup this summer. Maybe he might not play. Maybe he might not be as good. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see how he performs, okay? Because this season, I'm not going to lie, Koundé kind of downgraded in my books, bruv. Like, I'm not going to lie. The way he played was kind of, But in my personal opinion, I think it's normal for world-class players to have these down seasons. For example, look at Van Dijk. Van Dijk was incredible last season. Besides Mohamed Salah carrying that Liverpool squad, Van Dijk was also pretty good as well. He had kind of iffy moments, but he had very good moments as well. He was one of the best center backs in the world that season. And That's the only reason why him and Mohamed Salah even won the fucking Premier League in the first place, dog. Because if they didn't have those two, golly, dog, they would have been clapped up immediately, dog. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you see this season with Van Dijk, like this season he was just pure booty water, dog. He was dog water, not gonna lie. Like he had some important goals, scored some important goals, he had decent games there and there. But most of the time, the man was getting clapped up by so many attackers, dog. You understand? And if you look at like brothers like Phil Foden, he's been dog water. He didn't even make it to the World Cup squad. You understand? And we know how good, we know how talented Phil Foden is. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, fuck Phil Foden. But you see, like, the man can be very talented when he needs to be, dog. You know, another one who had an off season, Bukayo Saka. I know Bukayo Saka getting injuries and all that type of shit, but he played a decent amount of games this season, and he kind of was not performing as well. So world-class players obviously are going to have off times and off periods, and sometimes the off periods can last for a full season. You understand? So, like, selling Koundé right now, like, immediately, I don't think so, dog. I don't think it's a good decision, dog. I think we need to chill out, relax, let the air breathe, and let him play another season. My personal opinion, as Barcelona fans, we need to get behind Koundé and protect this brother, fams. Okay, we need to get behind him and root for him for next season. I know the Barca board is still looking, maybe we could cash in. Maybe I think we should hold on a bit, let the next season roll by, okay, and let him play. And I know it's more of a riskier move for the board specifically, especially when it comes to business perspective, because it's like, if he has another bad season, it's kind of like his value as a player is going to go down, like in the transfer market. So it's kind of very risky. But like, you can't be the best right back in the world besides Hakimi and then just drop off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to just let him chill, let him relax, let him rest. Let him chill out, let him rest for a bit, let him rest mentally. Maybe throughout the beginning of the season, maybe in August, maybe make him chill. And let him train with the group, obviously. But maybe, play him a few times, and even when the Liga starts, let him chill out for a little bit. And then over the course of the season, let him play again and let him, let him get that joy into football. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know, you can't just lose that ability, in my personal opinion. Like, you can't be the best right back in the world, arguably, besides Hakimi, obviously, and then become a waste man. Like, become a dirty boy. You know what I'm saying? Become a sex worker, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't be one of those types of people that you have to be a dog, not a puppy. A dog. You understand? I don't think you could lose that dog in you after just a season. You understand? So, yeah. Anyways, how do you guys feel about Jules Koundé? Do you guys feel like we should sell him off? Should we ship him out somewhere, dog? Or should we keep him at least one more season and take the risk and be like, yo, fans, this man's gonna have a great season again, and let him come back or whatever? Or are you guys done with Koundé? Let me know down below. And stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed. I have more uploads on the way. Yeah. Peace, dog.